Hello, hello, and welcome to my channel. This is Elise here of Plan with Elise, and today we are making two custom Patreon spreads. These are the final two custom Patreon spreads for May, and I'm excited because these spreads are both for people who I've never made a spread before. So it always makes me a little bit nervous because what if they don't like what I make? But I also have to remind myself that if they are requesting that I make them a custom spread and they've signed up for that tier on Patreon, that they watch my videos, they know my style, and they trust that I'm going to do something that will be nice. So this first spread is for Shawn, and Shawn, it's going to be a one-pager. Maybe we'll do double-sided. Actually, you know what? We're going to see how it goes. I may end up making this 2 pages, but this is a spread for Shawn's one little word of the year. So I talked a lot more in like December, January about my word of the year, which is intentional, but I think I talk about it in videos. One little word is a word that you choose for the year that is going to kind of be your North Star in terms of what you want this year to look like. And even though we are in May, we are making this spread for Shawn. So Shawn's word is execution, which is a really good, really strong word. And I felt like Wildly Chic by Live Love Posh is a really strong sticker book. And I was looking at the animal stickers and I felt like using something like a bold animal could be really cool here because it's sort of that reminder that like animals are bold. I don't know if that makes sense, but I don't know. It's maybe for me, it feels like having this in here, having these animals will help with the execution of the word execution. So we're going to put these down. This sticker book, of course, you can save using code Elise10 on your order. And we're just going to punch these out. And one there. And then I think, how do I want to do this on the bottom? I think I want to extend this area here. I think that I was like so ready to sit down and film today that I didn't realize like which of my supplies I had with me or not. I mean, they're all somewhere here. It just is a matter of whether they're an easy reach or not. Okay. I think that that looks cool. And then I think I also want to kind of go down this way over the spine a little bit. I think that that's pretty. Now, the stickers that I'm going to be using for this actually have not released yet. These are Calibre Plans Alpha Basics, which release on Friday. I will have a video up on Thursday evening, as always, doing a full flip through of the stickers and doing a plan with me. The reason that I'm showing this before I feel like I need bigger ones. The reason that I'm showing this before I do the actual flip through is that this video that I'm doing right now wasn't actually originally supposed to go up today. There had to be a little bit of a change in my schedule due to a shipping delay. But I actually think I want to go a little bit bigger. I think we're going to go Alpha Basics Volume 1 here, which I believe is sold out. I don't actually think it's still available. EXE E-C-U-T-I, we're going to make an I-O-N. Okay, we have enough letters, which that's why I was kind of spelling it out, but I was looking for my bigger ruler because this is too small and I need to see how these will fit because this is a long word. But I liked these letters here. So E-X-E-C-U-T-I, oops, E-X-E-C-U-T-I-O-N. We've got 9 letters. I'm actually wondering if these are going to be too big, but we are about to find out. So I feel like these big ones are just nice and bold. They are smaller in the second book, which is also good. I love the second book, and you're going to see me use it a lot more coming up in future videos. But for this, like one little word, we've got a big word, and we want to go bold. You. We can kind of start to see because we're about halfway there. T. And I mentioned that we were going to make an I, which we're going to do. So I'm going to take the H. I don't really care about ripping it because we're going to cut it anyway. And we still have a little bit more cleaning up to do, which I'll do once this is on the sticker book. And then, or once it's on the page. I-O and N. Okay. Please fit, please fit, please fit. Oof, look at that. If there was one more letter, this would not have worked. But it works. And we're going to kind of press these down, go light with them. Let's try to shift this over a tiny bit. All right, you know what we're going to do? We're going to move this to the right a little. Ugh, these stickers. It's a good thing my coffee hasn't fully kicked in yet, because I feel like if I were to get a little bit jittery, that would completely mess this up. And let's get this eye up to move over, because everything just needs to shift a tiny bit. See here. Oops, that's not going to work, is it? Why is this T so wide? I could also cut off part of the top. I feel like every time I put this back down, it goes lower. I could also do that. Okay, this is good. And now just with the bottom, I'm gonna try to push here. I probably should put too much of the sticker on the bottom because it should not be that difficult to pull this off. Now, what we're going to do to fix that I that used to be an H is my white pen. So this is gonna go here. And then we want to cover up this middle stripe right here as well. And once that dries, you really wouldn't be able to tell that it used to be a different letter. So that's good. The one other thing I want to do here is cut, whoops. Trying to cut this little white part off on both of these so that the white is not going over the other letter. Come on. There we go. All right. Nice and strong. Now, the decision comes, do I want to put an animal? And I think I do, because the whole idea of this was being bold, right? So where is that other half of this? Oh, I put it down here. Okay, never mind. I'm not crazy. It wasn't there. So let's take another one of these corner stickers. And then I was looking at this one that's like walking, because I feel like it's executing, like it's on the path, versus the one that's just sitting there or standing there. It's like on the path, it's ready to go. And there are some stickers in here. Take risks, make memories, and let your soul run wild. I like that because I feel like that's kind of a focus of going, you know, taking the risks. And that's the goal here with this page. But we need to do something right over here. So I have to decide what I want it to be. I feel like we've got this gap. I have an idea, but I don't think it's not going to solve this gap, but it is going to add to the page. So we are going to take Alpha Basics Volume 2 and do, let's see here, trying to decide which ones I want to use. I think we're going to use these, and we're going to do OLW, so one little word. OLW. And then this sticker book, which Alpha Basics Volume 1 does not have, has numbers. So we're going to do 2024. 2024. Now, I want to put the definition on. I'm actually going to write the definition. So I wanted to put one of these boxes down because I feel like it just adds to it. And we're going to get that down nice and clean. And then we're going to put the definition here. So I have to write nice because this is not for me. The carrying out or putting into effect. I do not have this memorized. I have it open on my computer. Effect of a plan, order, or course of action. So if you have not done your one little word yet, or you have not chosen a one little word, if you haven't done your page yet or you haven't chosen one, maybe you can do it. Maybe this is your sign that it's doable and it's not too late to do, because why not just do it now? Now, I think it would be fun to kind of add some more of these in here, and maybe even some of these florals, because there are some pretty florals and we do have the florals there. So let's pop these out. And then I think we are going to make this a 2-pager because I have an idea of what I'd like the other side to look like. This one's a little bit, we don't, kind of messed up the spacing there. Let's see if I can fix this. Put this here. It's not always easy to lift these once they're down, but these seem to be going down pretty nicely. And this one, we'll just trim a little bit. Just trim right here. I don't love how that part looks because I feel like we lost the effect of the end of the flowers. So over here instead, let's see. We do have another smaller flower. So I think what I'll do is take this one. And of course I pressed this down so hard that I'm never going to be able to lift it. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to kind of put this on my hands. They're clean, I promise. And get rid of some of the stickiness so that it's going to be easier to cut, because I'm going to put part of the sticker over this, which is definitely a bold move, but it's probably the only way this is going to work. So I'm not going to press this down too hard. We're just going to kind of put it there. Then I'm going to take this and trim around the corner of the box. I'm not as concerned about cutting through the page a little bit with this because there we go. Look at that. Because there's nothing on the other side. So it's not as deep. All right. And this is the page. Now, the other side, I said I was going to do another side. So this paper is just from Happy Plans and Notes. It's like my favorite filler paper. I don't think these are available anymore because recently someone had asked and I looked on Amazon and I couldn't find them. So unfortunately, I don't think I can link them for you. They were from a few years ago, but it doesn't look like they came back. So I don't know that you can purchase them. And we're going to put this down right over here. And then what I want this page to be is an opportunity to write down the plan of execution or things that need to be executed on. So I have these black shapes by Mojo Jojo Plans, and I think that these hexagons are a really good choice here. They're just different than regular boxes, and we're going to kind of make a little grid or space for Shawn to be able to list out everything to execute. And some of these things may be things that have already been executed because again, by the time this is received, it will be June. And if I were making one of these pages for myself, you know what? I feel like this is giving me a video idea for something in June of like one little word. We're almost 6 months into the year. How is my word going? I feel like that's something that I might do. Let me know if it's a video that you want to see and kind of a revisit of my one little word check-in. So anyway, if I were doing this, I would definitely include what I had already executed on throughout the year and not just starting now. Now, sometimes we hit a block, whether it's a mental block or life circumstance block, and we don't have the ability to start something until just now. So this might be like a good, kick forward to what needs to happen. So it's going to go here. I am loving this page and it's making me really want to do this for myself, which tends to happen with these custom Patreon spreads. But I really love how this came out. I think it's so cute. And it's very similar to my normal style with my one little word, but just with like a little bit of oomph. It's got that oomph. All right, we've got a little bit more space, not a ton. So we're going to take some more of these spots and put some right over here just to kind of bring in the cohesiveness from both sides. And we can do it over here too. Anywhere that there's a little bit of extra space, this will help. I'm loving how this came out. I feel like we need a little bit more color. So I wonder if I can take these scraps from earlier and put them anywhere, or let's put this right here so that it's not in my hand. And I mean, really, it's just this big floral that I have, and that wouldn't quite fit anywhere over there. So I think that we might be set with this one. Let's just punch these other holes that I covered with sticker, and we have one little word. And I like having the little quote here. I like the definition. I'm not as bothered by this being open as I was before. I think that it's fine because we've got so much else going on over here. Like this is open and this is open. I think if I filled this in, I would feel like this needed to be filled in too. So that is spread number 1. All right, now we are actually going to be using the same sticker book for the second spread. So the second spread is for Anja, and Anja is actually an international Patreon member. She lives in Germany. And as a result, because shipping spreads to Germany is so expensive, Anja and I have come up with a plan where I'm going to be making spreads kind of in bulk for her. So I don't know that they're all going to end up on camera because of how this is going to work, but we're going to figure it out. So Anja's request was sticker books, besides Happy Planner, and I think there was one other, because of, international shipping. Her access to smaller shops isn't as accessible as it may be, or not it may be, but as it is for those who live in the States, because I know that international shipping is just not possible, or is very, very expensive for those who are outside of the States. So we're going to start and put this in over here. And I'll show you in a second which set I'm using if I haven't already done that. And that's also why we are going to go undated, because even if I were to mail this now, it could take a month to arrive. So again, wildly chic. And this is the set. I have used some of these stickers before during a group Patreon Zoom. So they're not all in here, but there's plenty of stickers to still use. And then we're also going to do a sidebar. So I decided to bring in this green as a pretty accent here, because I like the green that's visible. Now, I'm looking for maybe the plants. No, because that might be too green. I kind of like this sticker to go like right down here, but we need to, of course, as always, cover up this week's list. Unless I should have moved it. No, I think it's okay, because we're going to have a little bit of extra space here. I think we'll do it like this. But then we still have that spot. So I might take something else here. We have that floral. Got two of these florals. I think we'll take one of them. If I can get it off the page. Oops, I ripped it a little bit. This needs to be trimmed. Scissors. I need to move things over. Sorry. I was just thinking, it's been a bit since I filmed. What's today? Today is Monday, and I haven't filmed a video since probably Wednesday or Thursday. And I feel like it always takes me a second to kind of get back into the swing of things. There we go. All right, that's pretty, and it helps fill up some of that little gap that was down there. Now, let's go back to these quotes. So, I like Wild Heart, Carefree Spirit. I like the style of this quote. If we can get it off the page. I don't know why I still always try to just peel it off instead of using tweezers, because I always end up having to use tweezers anyway. And I think we're going to put this right over here. So I wanted to sort of space it, and then we'll cover up the line. There we go. Wild Heart, Carefree Spirit. It went down a bit crooked. Certain things I wouldn't fix if it was my planner, but because this is for someone else, I try, we're going to emphasize the word try, to be, to have things a little bit more straight. It doesn't always work for me, but I do try. Now going back to these stickers, I feel like I kind of want to bring some pink in. let's get to the function part. So I grabbed Mojo Jojo Plan's Check It Off sticker book because I think that these browns are just a really good combination here, or a good match to those. So I'm gonna put the checklist sticker right down here. And the way that I'm going to do this, because this is the first spread I'm making for Anja, is do it in my typical kind of go-to style. And this way she'll be able to let me know afterwards what might change, like what she might want me to do differently next time. Before I put this down, I wanted to see what else is in the book that we might want to kind of add to, like these little pens. I want to be able to put as many fun stickers down as possible because she doesn't have the ability to get this book. Okay, now let's take another checklist sticker, and this is going to go over here. And we'll do another green box. And maybe with this box, we bring in some flowers. Actually, instead of this box, I have all these series boxes by Mojo Jojo Plans. That's why there's like a big stack under me, because each series has a different size box. So I do need to pull them all out in order to be able to get all the sizes of green that I want to here. And then with this, we're going to cut this sticker into a right corner like that. So I try to eyeball it as best I can. Because now, yes, I covered up probably 40% of that box, but we still have the amount of space if I were to put this down. So that's just kind of like a sticker trick. If you want to be able to decorate your boxes, sometimes use a bigger one, because if I had this, we would have had the exact same writing space. So I think that that looks cute. And then I think that we'll put this one right up over here, and we'll do another checklist here. And then I really liked this plant. I just needed to find somewhere to put it. So we're going to put this one right down here. I think that that's really pretty. All right, this sticker is looking a bit crooked to me. Sometimes, well, right now I'm standing up. Sometimes if I think that I get a better angle when I stand up, because I can actually like see it from sort of a top view, and it's a little bit better there. All right, let's put a checklist sticker here. And we're going to do another tall box over here. And Mojo Jojo Plans, you can also save using code Elise10 on your order. So for both Live Love Posh and Mojo Jojo Plans. Calva Plan Alpha Basics Volume 2 that releases on Friday does not have a discount code available for it. And then I was going to put a quote down here. So I wanted something that looks a little bit similar to the Wild Heart and Carefree Spirit with font styles. So life is short, live it wild and free. That'll be good, but we need to bring in something else because this sticker is too short to just live on its own in this box section. So maybe this is an opportunity to bring some more of this print in. But first, can you guess what I'm going to do first? Probably, if you've ever watched one of my videos, we are going to cover up this line. I did see a comment recently that like I'm the only one who can see the lines, so it's really, it doesn't have to happen, but I feel like when you're in person looking at the spread, you can see it a lot more probably visibly than when it's on camera. Life is short, live it wild and free. Oh, this is so cute. I like how it's coming out. I feel like it's a really good combination of just like soft and pretty and my typical style. And now we need a box over here. And I am going to bring in some more decorative elements into these boxes. So now we cut this sticker, so I don't have the ability to put it in a right corner again, but we could do it like this. Or I didn't have the ability to visualize doing it in a right corner, but putting it down kind of allows me that. So I'm just going to cut inside the line, and this time I wanted to put the flower down at the bottom. Oops. So there's one sticker, and come on. You just have to be careful here that you're not ripping anything. Got to be able to pull this part up. Let's try it this way. I didn't fully cut through. There we go. Just needed that extra strength pull. All right. I wanted to be able, we did the computer here, but I wanted to be able to pull in something fun like a planner. So I'd like to do the planner right here. I know that that would take up more of this space, but let's hope that we don't need as much space for weekends. And can put a cube planner right over here. Like I said, I wanted to be able to use as many of these stickers as possible since she can't purchase this book in Germany. And then I think we'll take some washi rolls. We can put one over here. We can put another one maybe down here, and then something else up top there, even just like a little bit more of the print. So what if I cut this and make it into 3? Like really using as much of this sticker book as I can. That's cute. And then I feel like now we need something down there. So we're just going to do these little binder clips. And then we need something else over here. So what would be, I want to be sure I'm showing you the book. Sorry. I feel like sometimes when I have the full spread out, I end up not being able to show you as much of the book. We have some of the floral there. Let's, like, do I want to put more floral? Do I want to put more animal print over here? We also have these like triple washi rolls that might work. I don't know. I feel like that kind of clashes with what we have down here. So maybe we can do one more wild style quote. I think those are both the same pages. Yes, they are. How about take a walk on the wild side? You know what? We're actually going to kind of connect these two spreads by using this same quote because I think it's pretty. Okay, I like that. We will do one more checklist on Saturday. And then this went down a little bit crooked. Let's try to fix that. And we'll do another box, but we're going to do something with this box. And let's decide what it is. You know what might be pretty is this little tumbler, but because this is clear, we need to cover up what's underneath it. So back to my white pen, like must have planning tool for me. This we're gonna have to give a second to dry because I can't put this sticker down without, while this is still wet, otherwise it'll just smudge the white. So I'm gonna pause the video and take a sip of coffee. All right, this is just about dry, so we are going to put it down, and then I'm just gonna kind of press it down a little bit more so that you can see the pattern on there and it's just much more visible. All right, so I think that that is the spread. Oh, I feel like I want to do something else fun with this box. I think it's just a little bit plain. So I think we'll take flour and do a little corner. That was the final thing that I had noticed I wanted to do once I was sipping my coffee, seeing what is missing from this. And we're just going to add a little bit of something to this box just to jazz it up a little bit more. Okay, I think that is the spread. So those are the two. We've got this vertical spread and we have the one little word execution. I love them both. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you'd like to see a revisit of my one little word and how it's going. And that would probably be a June video, I would assume. I know July is technically after the 6 months of the year, but I feel like that would be something that while it's fresh in my mind, I'd want to share in June. So I think that's a wrap. I will link everything I used in the description. Again, this sticker book, Alpha Basics Volume 2 by Caleb Plan, will be available Friday. I will have a video up Thursday night showing that in full. So that is a wrap. Thanks again, and I will see you next time.